Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King, and today I'm going to be giving you part 24 of What If Naruto Had Multiple People Sealed Inside of Him. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also stay in tune because after this I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto Returned Different after his training trip, so stay in tune for that and I hope you guys enjoy. And over on Anime King 2, I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto Was a Vampire, and also What If Naruto Had the Unknown Sharingan. So stay in tune for that as well guys, and I hope you enjoy each and every episode. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you're hearing my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support guys. And yeah, without further ado, let's begin this new episode. Start the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their
So, to do a bit of a recap, Naruto rescued Karin from Orochimaru's lab as he left the clone behind to wait until Orochimaru wake up, and on the clone escape he should talk to Kimimaro and give him the chance to come with him, telling him that the members of the Fuhen clan can heal him. Meanwhile, outside of the base, Naruto, Chao, and Karin run into a group of the Fuma clan as Orochimaru's son Shinobis is bringing them here as hostage for Orochimaru to use them in his experiments. As Naruto saw that one of the men was about to rape one of the girls, as he went into a fit of rage as he created mist that surrounded all the Fuma clan members as it knocked them out, as Naruto then transformed into a large wolf and started to rip apart the stone Shinobis, as Karin asked him what was he, as Naruto explained to her and calmed her down. And Karin also joined the Fuhen clan, as Naruto went to talk to the leader of the Fuma clan, and they're coming back to Konoha with them, and Naruto is going to help them out, and they're going to give him 2 special abilities from their secret scroll. And with that, the time passed on as Naruto went to all of the casinos and drained all of the money out, as he was very lucky when it comes to that. And with that, Naruto and the group headed back towards Konoha. When Naruto went off in a distance as he told them to keep on walking, when he arrived there he had to duck as a kunai came across his head. As he looked to see stone Shinobis, Naruto quickly knocked them out. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across place and check it out for yourself. So let's begin this new episode, shall we? Naruto knocked out the stone ninjas as he started to tie them up. What are you going to do with them? Kushina asked. I have a feeling that you don't plan on killing them. Yeah, I don't. I mean, look at them. Besides this girl, they're not even Chunin level. I really don't feel like killing them, Naruto said, as the 3 guys and girls started to stir. You just don't want to kill the girl, said the Kyuubi. True, Naruto said with a shrug. Ah, what hit me, the girl said, as she then felt the ropes around her and started to struggle. I hit you, Naruto said, as he got the attention of all 4 of them. You, Namikaze, the girl spat out. Don't call me that, Naruto said. The name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Fuhen. That doesn't change, you're still his spawn, the girl said. Not yet anyways. What does that supposed to mean? Asked the girl with a raised eyebrow. Nothing you should worry about, said Naruto. Well, I guess you're right, she said. Go ahead, finish it. You know, if I wanted you dead, I could have done it without tying you up first, Naruto pointed out. Oh, do you tend to have some fun first? She said in an angry tone, but Naruto caught the scared look in her eyes. Maybe, but not the kind you're thinking of right now, Naruto said. And yes, you were that obvious, he said. What do you want? She asked. Information. But first, are you the leader of his squad? Or are those 3 mute? Naruto glanced at the guys, who glared even harder at him. Yes, I am in charge. What is it to you? She asked. Good to know, I won't be needing those three. As Naruto pointed each of his finger at the boys as a mist enveloped them and placed them to sleep right away. Now, what's your name? It's none of your business, she said. Oh come on, don't be like that, said Naruto. I can call you girl or cutie. But I know you would rather be called by your name. As she avoided his eyes. Naruto sighed as he held up his hand as a book appeared. What's that? She asked. A book. So what's your name again? He asked. As the name Kurasuke appeared above her head, visible to only Naruto. I never told you my name, idiot, the girl, now revealed as Kurasuke, said annoyed. Okay, cutie, don't tell me your name. Tell me the name of your parents and other relatives, he said. Why the hell should I tell you that? She asked as she looked at him like if he was an idiot. Why is he so intent on my name? And why does he want to know about my family? Duh, of course he want to know about my family. He want to know about my grandfather being the cage. But he doesn't know that yet, so as long as he doesn't find out, he won't ask me any sensitive questions. Still no answer, huh? Said Naruto. Whatever, what's your favorite color? Huh? She said, looking at him in shock. Come on, work with me here, and don't you dare say it's pink, Naruto said. It's blue, she said. What's up with this guy, she thought. That explained the color of your panties and bra. Naruto nodded as he then ducked as she spat a glob of lava from her mouth. Now I know, she thought. He's a pervert. What was that for? Naruto asked. You sick pervert, she yelled. Hey, I'm not a pervert. I was just pointing out the obvious. I saw your underwear before I even captured you, Naruto said. And how did you do that? She asked. You mean you don't know? Naruto said in surprise. Know what? She asked. Okay, tell me what you know about me, Naruto said. What? Just tell me what the stone knows about me. Cause if you know everything they do, then I'm very unimpressed. Well, I don't know everything, she said as she bit her lip. As she is going to answer his question, seeing that they know little about him and maybe they could get some information this way. I know that you're the son of the fourth Hokage and his wife, Kushina Uzumaki. I know you can turn into fire and you can use some powerful genjutsu that can take out even an Uchiha. And you can also use the Harasshin. And you're the head of a clan called the Fuhen clan, and you have some bloodlines, said Kurasuke. Naruto stared blankly at her for a few seconds. That was actually everything she knew. It was shocking that the stone knows so little about some of his ability that he displayed in front of a large audience, even if it was only a few weeks since the finals. As he then started to laugh. What's so funny? Kurasuke yelled. Was it your idea for you to attack me? Naruto asked. No, my squad insists, she said. Why did you agree? You were in charge after all, Naruto said, raising an eyebrow. If I didn't, then they would have done it on their own. She's completely honest, Naruto thought. I take it that they lost someone in that battle, Naruto asked. No. They're from civilian families. They just wanted some glory, she said. Great, so these guys are the stupid kind, said Naruto. Did you lose anyone in that battle? He asked. No, Kurasuke said. That doesn't mean I won't kill you if I got the chance. Well, allow me to tell you a bit about myself before someone will have to dig your grave, Naruto said. First of all, I'm an orphan. My mother died at childbirth, and my father gave his life to seal the Kyuubi inside of me. My heritage was just recently revealed, but back then, the people of the village didn't waste their time to take all their anger out on me, thinking I was a Kyuubi. So if you thought that I was living like some kind of prince because I'm the son of the fourth Hokage, you were badly mistaken. I met the Kyuubi when I was young, and since then she trained me to survive. Also, because of certain circumstances, I awaken a few bloodlines. One of them which allows me to drink the blood of a bloodline user and gain that certain bloodline. Among them are the Sharingan and the Byakugan, used in which I saw the color of your underwear earlier. Because of my bloodline, I was allowed to create the Fuhen clan, which I am currently leader of. I was promoted to Takabitsu Jonin after the invasion, and I mastered and improved the Harasshin in 3 weeks. So, tell me Kurasuke, the daughter of King Soke and granddaughter of Oniki, The third, Tsukage, what does that tell you about me? Do you consider me a monster or a demon? Hearing about these bloodlines and power, that put him above the Yellow Flash Minato Namikaze, and with the Kyuubi made it even worse. But on the other hand, she knew that his personality was different from his father. He came with being a Jinchuriki, as a fourth Hokage would have killed them instantly or either high-shin them to Konoha Anfu prison to be interrogated. Still, one thing confused her greatly. Why are you still loyal to them if they put you through so much? Why didn't you leave like our Jinchuriki leave, Roshi, the Yanbai container? Sometime I wonder the same thing, said Naruto as he chuckled. But I also have people back in the village that I care about so much, and I will do everything to protect my precious people, Kurosaki-chan, Naruto said. Kurosaki blushed a bit after hearing the chan added to her name, as she turned her head so he wouldn't see it. As she realized not that she didn't hate him on principle, seeing that he was a fourth Hokage's son. As she looked at him now, she could tell he was really handsome. Especially those whisker marks, it suited him well. Damn it, why aren't any guys like him in the Stone Village? He's everything a girl could want, kind, considerate, strong, famous, and even rich. He must be under the CRA since he has so many amazing bloodlines, so it wouldn't be a problem for him to have another girlfriend, she thought. As Naruto was standing there, all this time he was hearing her thoughts. As he looked at her, well, it seems like you've fallen for me, Kurosaki-chan. Hearing that, she started to blush as she turned red like a tomato. She was about to deny it when she remembered something. Hold on, how did you know my name? And my dad and my grandfather's name? She asked. Oh, I've been reading your mind, Naruto said with a shrug. What? As Naruto showed her the book, as she looked at it as she saw all of her thoughts, and the earlier one she thought about him, as she blushed. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I know that this can cause some problem for you in your village, Naruto said. Thanks, Naruto. What are you going to do with us? She asked. Well, did you finish the mission you had? Naruto asked. Yeah, we were heading home, she said. Well, I will give you a lift. It seems I have to have a talk with old Oniki before the people of your village become suicidal like those others. As Naruto snapped his fingers as the rope around her vanished. Thanks, she said as she got up. But she was a bit careless as she cut her hand on the sharp tree behind her. Ouch, she said. Let me see it, said Naruto, as she showed him her shoulder, as his hands glowed as he placed it on her shoulder. What Kurosaki didn't know is that he collected every bit of blood that leaked out, as Naruto didn't forgot that she shot that lava glob at him. Doing that without any hand signs, that definitely proved that it was some sort of bloodline of hers. Okay, you're fine. Now stand still a bit. This is going to feel weird, he said. Seconds later, the shadows around them swallowed them up. The next thing she knew, she was at the Stone Village, right outside of Oniki's office. Whoa, she whispered. Yeah, I'm awesome, Naruto said. Now then, let's not keep him waiting, Naruto said, as he opened the door. I'm telling you, Dad, it was a bad idea to let Kurosaki go on that mission in Fire Country. We should avoid mission there. No, there's another Namikaze running around, Kisaki declared. Oh, I wouldn't worry about Kurosaki if I was you, said Onki. Why shouldn't I worry about her? She's only been a chunin for 6 months, her father said. Because both her and the Namikaze are right behind you. As Oniki shifted his gaze and glared at Naruto, who just walked inside his office like he owned the place. Yo, Naruto greeted the two men, with a grin on his face. Why and how did you get here? Oniki asked in a dangerous tone. Regarding how I got here, let's just say that the High-Shin isn't the only teleportation technique in the world, and leave it at that. Naruto smirked as they looked at him. As for why I'm here, there's a lot of reasons why I'm here. Such as, and why is Kurosaki with you? She and her team weren't supposed to arrive for a couple of weeks, Kisaki asked dangerously. Well, for starters, I decided to give her and her team a lift here after I capture them. Apparently, some of your ninjas are quite dumb if they think a chunin can kill me. And no, your daughter simply joined them because she didn't want them to get killed. The other reasons, said Oniki. Ah, yes, Naruto said, as his face darkened. The other reasons are not so pleasant. First of all, I would really hate to kill every stone ninja I come across. I understand that many of them hold grudges to the name Namikaze, but I think it's rather pointless to hate the son of a dead man, whose soul will be eternally tortured in the stomach of a Shinigami because of a jutsu that he used. Are you serious? Oniki asked with wide eyes, as he wasn't detecting any deceit from Naruto's words. Completely serious. Also, I would hate to retaliate or to attack. Is that a threat? Oniki asked. In a response, Naruto walked towards the window as he looked at the cliff surrounding the stone. His eyes settled on one he could feel no form of life from. That cliff over there, Naruto said, is it important in any way? Not really. I ordered the destruction of it a few months ago when Deidara betrayed us, Oniki said. Perfect. Please watch carefully, said Naruto as he opened the window. As Naruto pointed his finger at the cliff, then a crest of the Fuhen clan appeared around his finger, as it then turned into a cone shape, as he released a small beam that traveled at tremendous speed hitting the cliff. The cliff was then engulfed by golden light, and when the light faded, the cliff also vanished, leaving nothing in its place. That took less energy than a shadow clone, Naruto said. And I can make thousands of shadow clones without breaking a sweat. So trust me, you don't want to get on my bad side. As Kisaki nodded dumbly, as Oniki just glared at him. The only people who have that kind of chakra levels are, Oniki said. Yes, my whisker marks are not a fashion statement. Which brings us to the next reason I am here. As Naruto was now releasing some serious killing intent. Kurosaki, you can stay if you want to, but close the door. I don't want to risk those three hearing us if they wake up. As she closed the door, as Naruto snapped his finger as a privacy seal surrounded the entire room. He then activated his Byakugan as he looked around the room and then removed the listening device that was inside of the room. As Oniki was surprised, when I find who planted that, I know who did it and he's been dealt with already, Naruto said. Who? Oniki asked. Zetsu, the Akatsuki agent you seem so fond of hiring, Naruto said in a dangerous voice. Akatsuki? Oniki said in an angry tone. Yes, you know, the group of S-rank missing nin that you've been hiring lately. The same group that has been capturing the 9 Bijus as their main goal. I don't know how they intend to use them, but I doubt that it will be something healthy. Though, considering who the leader is, one shouldn't be surprised. When I get my hands on Pain, said Oniki as he cracked his knuckles. Pain is just a puppet, said Naruto. Then who is the real leader? Oniki asked. Oh, you know him. Let me give you 2 hints. He's a Uchiha traitor, and he's older than you. It can't be, said Oniki as his eyes widened in realization. He should be dead. Yet he isn't. You don't think that the Kyuubi just showed up right at Konoha on her own accord, did you? I see, Oniki said. Who are you guys talking about? Said Kurosaki. Madara Uchiha, said Oniki. As Oniki's son and his granddaughter gaped as they couldn't believe it. The Sharingan that he transplanted from his brother apparently slowed down the aging process for him, Naruto said. Just great, said Oniki. Where is the 4th Tsuchikage when you need one? I don't know, but I do know where a 5th Hokage is going to be soon. Huh? Tsunade or Jiraiya? Oniki asked. Tsunade, Naruto answered. It will be announced soon, so I guess telling you in advance won't be a big deal. Since you came to me and you already take out Zetsu, you probably know how to proceed with the Akatsuki, Oniki asked. I need to modify Roshi's seal to make it harder, if not nearly impossible for the Yanbai to be extracted. Or at least make it so that it will blow up in their faces. Same for Han, Naruto said. Is that so? Said Oniki as he raised an eyebrow. I did the same for the Ichibai, the Nibi, and my own seal. I am sure I can take care of the Hakusabi as well, and the Nadabi. The Rokibai will be a bit hard to find, but I know it's originally from Kiri. What about the Sanbai? Oniki asked. He is the 4th Mizukage and under Madara gained jutsu, Naruto said. Well, at least it's one of the lower level ones, said Oniki. Anything else I should know? If we don't band together against Madara, he will destroy us and leave no trace. When you reach a conclusion about what to do, then contact me and the Hokage about your decision. As he then turned around and winked at Kurosaki. See ya, he said, as he vanished into the shadows. Well, we're screwed, said Kinsuke. No shit, Sherlock, said Onki. Sometime later, the group returned back to Konoha. Naruto, I will ask you only once, and please answer me truthfully, said Sarutobi. After Naruto told him about everything that happened at the Stone Village and what happened with Oniki. Are you out of your goddamn mind? No, I just act like it occasionally, Naruto said. As Sarutobi sighed, you have no idea how happy I am to retire again. At least I won over Oniki again. Two, actually, you wouldn't believe the size of his paperwork. As Sarutobi chuckled hearing that. Oh yeah, he know the meaning of hell, Sarutobi said as he laughed. So, when is the public announcement going to be? Asked Tsunade. It's going to be in a couple of days. Technically, you're the 5th Hokage as of this moment. You have all the authority and power that comes along with it. But you will only start to work the day after the public announcement. Sarutobi sighed. Well, enjoy the free time you have. You got lucky. How so? Asked Chao. Well, I got the job from my sensei, the 2nd Hokage, right before he went and sacrificed himself to protect me and my squad. And I had to start immediately, said Sarutobi. Well, where will you be staying, Tsunade? Jiraiya asked. Yes, now that I think about it, we need to discuss this a bit. What is there to discuss? Asked Tsunade with a raised eyebrow. You joining the Fuhen clan, said Sarutobi, as he then turned to Naruto. Do you really have to recruit all the remaining members of Konoha famous clan? You will not or ever see Sasuke in my clan though, Naruto said. Good to hear. So, what about his brother? I think he has other plans when he returns. And Mikato? Jiraiya asks. That's up to her. We won't know until we get her out. When will that happen? Asked Tsunade. Not sure, but it will be sometime this week. Her soul need to stabilize, Naruto explained. You were saying something about me being a Fuhen now, Sensei, said Tsunade. Yes, what will happen to the Senju clan? You can't just leave it behind, he said. Well, since I'm the only Senju left, I thought that I could merge it with the Fuhen clan. I mean, since I decided that we can all take the Mokiton from Danzo's arm. I see, with those clan scrolls, you can learn to use it quite well. Actually, I want to ask you a favor regarding those scrolls. You want to learn something, Professor? Asked Tsunade. No, not for me, said Sarutobi as he chuckled. You see, Orochimaru was trying to pass on the bloodline from your grandfather to infants when he was caught as a traitor. Only one survived and he has the bloodline. I was wondering if he can learn from those scrolls as well. He's rather good at it, but he mostly creates his own jutsu. He's an Anvu captain, isn't he? Naruto asks. How did you know that? Sarutobi asked as he looked at Naruto. I think he watched over me when I was younger. He wore a cat mask, right? Maybe, said Sarutobi. I can place the information directly in his head. It will be like he memorized them himself. Writing them down wouldn't be of any use to him, since he cannot pass them to his descendants. Agree, said Tsunade. Good. Now, Tsunade, would you be living at the Hokage's mansion? Sarutobi asks. If so, I have to order to have it cleaned up. I haven't lived there since I officially retired all those years ago. I'll be living at the Fuhen compound, if it's okay with you, Naruto, said Tsunade, as Naruto nodded. Shizune and Ren are welcome as well, said Naruto. Well, that's unless she, Ren, wants to move somewhere else, Naruto said, as Ren turned her face as she blushed, thinking about Kakashi. Very well, Sarutobi said, as he then turned, about this young lady here. How will we deal with Kusa? He asked, looking at Karin. I already checked with some of my contacts. She's missing in action, Jiraiya informed. Well, I see no reason to tell them otherwise, Sarutobi said. Welcome to Konoha, Karin Uzumaki Fuhen. Thank you, Hokage, she said the bow. Would it be possible for me being a ninja? I'm rather interested in healing, she said. Done, said Snazzy before Sarutobi could even open his mouth. Thank you, said Karen with a smile. What about the Kagai? Your clone was supposed to get out of that place, Jiraiya asked. No idea, said Naruto, causing the others to sweat drop. I don't know what he's doing, but if that plan failed, it won't be a loss. Sure, that Kimimaro guy could have been a loyal Konoha nin with a little more persuasion, but I already got his bloodline from Orochimaru Blood Freezer, said Naruto. You did? Said Sarutobi. Yep, and all the others as well, Naruto said with a smirk. I replaced all of the blood there with fish blood and put all the bloods in one of my dimensions. Still, don't you think it would be a bad idea to let Orochimaru live when you could kill the bastard at any time? Sarutobi frowned. I want to see if Sasuke betrayed Konoha by joining him, Naruto explained. Give it 2 or 3 months. If it doesn't happen, I will wipe out the sound. In the meantime, we should clean out the hideouts we know about when the snake is elsewhere. Yes, that should be pretty simple, said Chao. Sneak in, knock everyone out, bring the whole thing to Konoha and have Nadaka interrogate them. If they're trustworthy, give them a chance. If not, get rid of them. And the prisoners? Tsunade asked. The same. Many of them has been twisted to insanity. Putting them back into society without taking further measures would be bad, Naruto explained. Very well, said Sarutobi. That leave the Fuma, said Naruto. Well, they will have to go through a 6-month probation period, at least the ones that want to be ninja. But where will they be staying? I will have a compound built for them on one of the new NP slots that I own. I shouldn't take more than a day or 2, Naruto said. Very well, said Sarutobi. Okay, enough about us. What happened while we were away? Naruto asked. Well, there's only one incident that is worth mentioning, said Sarutobi. Well, said Naruto. Hanabi Hyuga tried to assassinate Hinata. I take it Hinata is okay, Naruto said. Yes, she's unharmed, but she's quite a bit annoyed. How annoyed are we talking? Naruto asked. It took an Anvu squad to stop her from marching towards the Hyuga compound and murdering the main branch for ordering the attack. Half of the squad is still in the hospital. I will deal with this problem if you don't mind, old man, said Chao. What do you have in mind? Asked Sarutobi. Now. I can't give my secrets away, said Chao. Fine, as long as it doesn't get tracked back at you, said Sarutobi. Before anyone could say anything else, there was a knock on the door, and Sarutobi dropped the privacy seal and opened the door. As there was just some merchants outside. Tsunade-sama, how wonderful it is to see you. As it only took a few minutes of talking for them to get to the real point they're here. When will you be healing, Uchiha-sama? Heal the brat? Asked Tsunade as she looked at Sarutobi. As Sarutobi sighed. Half an hour later, Tsunade had her hand on Sasuke's forehead, as it was glowing green. There, that should be enough to wake him up. As Sasuke then started to turn, as he opened his eyes and nearly jumped out of bed. Calm down, brat. Just calm down, said Tsunade. Out of my way, you blonde bitch. I need to kill the dope. Really screwed yourself, said Naruto, as Tsunade punched Sasuke as he fly into the wall. That will extend his stay in the hospital for a few weeks. Sometime later, why that no-good brat call me a bitch, will he? Said Tsunade as she walked through town with Ren, Shizune, and Naruto on her trail. Before she could say anything else, a blur landed behind Ren as it grabbed her shoulders and jumped away. Don't worry, it was Kakashi, Naruto said, as Shizune and Tsunade were about to pursue. They need to talk. And that, said Tsunade, as Kasumi and her dog was coming along as well, seeing that Ren was her sister. Well, we're here, Naruto said, as they approached the gate to the compound. Unfortunately, the group they didn't want to see is already there. What the hell is going on here? Tsunade asked, as a group of Hyuga was blocking the gate for Hinata, Aku, Chao, Chisame, and Kasumi, and Tarin. Tsunade-sama, one of the 2 Hyuga elders in the group, said in surprise, What are you doing here? That should be my line. Why are you guys here? This is not your compound. We are here to retrieve that girl. The BF gun belongs to the Hyugas. No matter what you think, those eyes are ours. As Tsunade chuckled, So, you want my eyes as well? She said. as she activated her own evolved Byakugan. What? You have that abomination of our bloodline as well? Said the elder in shock. Not just her, we all do, said Naruto, as he and the others activate their Gokiai Byakugan. As the 6 girls then palm strike all the Hyugas out of the way, and they enter the compound. I like this place, said Tsunade as she looked around with a smile on her face. Before they could say anything else, the ground started to tremble as Haku and Hinata looked at each other nervously. Girls, is there something you want to tell me? Naruto asked. Teiawaya can cause earthquake with her vibration, Haku said. As they all went to the training field, when they got there, they were greeted by the place covered in crystals. As they saw, 2 girls fell to the ground unconscious, both Kin and Teiawaya. As they saw the place destroyed, they overdid it again, said Hinata as she sighed, as she went over to heal them. About an hour later, Tsunade decided to walk around the village to see what had changed. As she was walking through a crowded street, when a pink-haired girl noticed her and got in her face. What do you want, girl? Tsunade asked as she narrowed her eyes at the fangirl in front of her. Naruto and the others had given her a lot of information about the village, and what she knew about the Harunos disgusted her. I want you to train me, said Sakura. And why in God's name would I want to do that? Tsunade asked. Because if I can learn all your secrets, Sasuke will go out with me and then he will marry me. Sakura was snapped out of her daydream as Tsunade walked past her. Hey, where do you think you're going? Why should I want to help you? Tsunade asked. Did you even know that the Senju and the Uchihas hate each other's guts? And if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't give my jutsus or anything to a pathetic fangirl like you or that worthless Uchiha. Don't you dare insult Sasuke, said Sakura as she pulled a few kunai and threw it towards Tsunade. Tsunade didn't know they were coming, but she didn't move or anything. As there was a clink sound and all the kunais dropped to the ground as they were bent. You know, you have some real nerve. Talking to me like that, Asani. Not to mention the soon-to-be 5th Hokage and attacking me. And in broad daylight, Tsunade snapped her fingers as 6 Anvus appear. Yes, Lady Tsunade, they said. Take this girl to Anvu prison. She is charged with attempted murder on a fellow Konoha ninja. Tell Inoichi and Anko to do with her as they please. As the Anvu took away a crying Sakura, as Tsunade continued her walk around the village. But guys, let me end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share with all your friends in social media platform and stay in tune for the rest of the what ifs coming your way. And remember guys, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support guys. And yeah, without further ado, I'm out for now. See you guys later. Peace.